Hello everyone and welcome back to the Look Espresso Repair. Here we have this beautiful Andreja Premium espresso machine. Now for this machine we did quite a lot of work already. You can see one of the videos that we have is on the channel called the E61 overhaul part 1, where we actually took a lot of the pieces out of the E61 group head as well as other parts of the machine. We also went into a little bit of detail of what we did on it, which we replaced some components inside of the machine. You can see that video over there on the link below, and get up to date of what we have done on this espresso machine. Now for the second part of the servers that we have done on this machine, this time around we had to replace the power switch, this one that you see right here. We also had to replace the brew switch, this one that you see right here. We also had to replace the air valve and the expansion valve. Now those two you will not be able to see as they are inside the machine itself. But we were able to replace those, calibrate the whole thing, and get the machine up and running. You will see that in a bit, but here we're just gonna be testing some of the functions of the machine. Alrighty, let's get this beautiful machine done. Remove some base bars, remove the water tank, add some things in here. I do not like these panels. This machine has so many screws just to get to the middle. One over here, the top rail, and also this one over here. That is so easy to forget and so easy to damage. It's my personal machine. Want this thing to be looking beautiful. There you go. After this is gone, nice. You can say bye bye to that. Okay. Remove the other one too as well and say bye bye as well. Hold it. Alright, so what we're doing is basically replacing all these parts that you see right here. This is the power switch of the machine. I'm replacing that because it was having some issues with it, and it's a good time. I think it's from 2006, that switch, so it's better to just replace. I'm also replacing the expansion valve, this one that you see right here. Hopefully it's the correct one. That should go on the other side of the machine. Hopefully at the bottom, hopefully not at the bottom. If it's at the bottom, well, I'm also replacing the air valve as well, and I'm also replacing the brew switch. This one that is located right here. This one has a little bit of corrosion, and you can see some rust on it. So it would be best to just replace the entire thing. With the hoses. And removing some parts of this machine, so we can make weight and replace that air valve that you see right there. Replace the expansion valve that is right here. Yep, this is the expansion valve, so I'm replacing this one for this one, replacing the air valve right in here, replacing the switch right here, replacing the brew switch right over there. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Last time we did replace the water pump, we replaced the heating element, we didn't replace the pressure stack, but we did service the whole machine and descaled every single part of it. We didn't do anything with the control box, as the control box was okay. The two-way valve that refills the machine was not serviced, but it was descaled, not taken apart or anything, but it's not having any problems with overfilling the boiler or filling the boiler, so the machine is still in good shape. Yeah, that's basically what we're doing here. Let's take it apart. Next time we're going to do the E61 overhaul, the second part of this. But this time we're just going to replace the parts I just mentioned. Let's go. I didn't have the piece. Alright, the number 12, and we can use number 17 for the other one. This one is 11, this one is 12. 12 one can go right here. Perfect, and 17 can go to the other side. like so. There you go. Pretty easy to remove. Remove this one from the air valve. Get the whole thing out. There you go. We got this thing out. It only has a little gasket that we're replacing. Focus. Push. Almost drop it. Yeah, this is the old air valve. This is the newer one. It already comes with a gasket, so I don't even need to replace that. Just gotta take this thing from here and pass it through here. Perfect. A little easier to see. And we can take this one out. Probably number 10, number 9. Number 9. This is the big one. I don't want to damage the small fitting. Oh, this one might need the vise. Working in the vise. Woohoo! Lovely. When something is so hard that you need to actually put it in a freaking vise. Hopefully I don't damage the threads. That would suck. Wee. Wow, that thing was really in there. Gonna have to clean that out. Yep. Pretty bad, but it's out. We gotta put this into the new one now. Okay, everything is clean and ready to be installed into the new valve itself. Focus, there you go. This is the part where I use the wrench. And now we got a new airbag. Okay, this one already has a gasket, so I'm just going to straight up just install it like this. It's already calibrated. It's for the newer versions of the Quick Meal Silvano, Quick Meal Andreja Premium. So this should work right out of the box. We're replacing the seat tray as well. Reconnecting these, and we're also reconnecting the hose of the water pump. Otherwise, the water would just leak straight into the floor. This is the number 10mm wrench. And now we got the new air valve installed. We're gonna go for the expansion valve now. And we're gonna need very big wrenches, 17 over here and our big wrench over there. Let's remove the hose from here. This expansion valve has been working since 2006. Good time to retire. It's 2023. Well, I could just remove these and take it apart. I will also have to remove these to make space for these, and I don't want to compromise the machine more than I already did. I don't want to have extra leaks, I don't want to have extra fittings or risk breaking any of these fittings, as I want to have my coffee tomorrow morning. So this is why we're doing it from here. I know I am messing a bit the insulation of the boiler, but to be honest, I am not concerned about that. Just a little dent, just cosmetic damage. It's not gonna do anything. The machine will still heat up and work. The machine can even still work without the insulation as well. That is quite in there. I'm feeling every thread of that old expansion bath. And while I could just replace the gasket that is on the expansion valve, I'd rather have this completely serviced. I mean, completely replaced, as the spring that is inside the valve itself is also from 2006. So you know, it's just best to replace the entire thing, so I don't have to think about it for another 20 years, if the machine lasts that long. How deep is this thing? I'm gonna have to speed up a lot of this shit. How deep is this freaking thing, man? Like, there's the expansion valve. I got the expansion valve. Woo! Okay, so here is the old expansion valve. As you can see, been working from 2006, and it's a good time to retire this one. Gonna have to calibrate it later with this other one. I hope it's already calibrated. I got it for the newer Andreja Premium machines, so this should be already calibrated and ready to start brewing. But if not, I'll calibrate it by just simply twisting these back and forth until we get to at least 12 bars of pressure. That's what I would like to have on my group head, so I can actually calibrate my shots to 10 bars, 9 bars, or 8 bars, or depending what I want to do and depending what kind of coffee I am using. So we're going to install that back in there. Alright, we're going to put this beautiful Loctite compound, third sealant. This is one of my favorite ones to put in this kind of stuff. It's a little bit low strain, quote unquote, because this thing can really seal boilers. It's low strain, high temperature. This is perfect for many little fittings, many little things of the machine itself. And I can just slowly put this back. Hopefully I don't need to wrench that much like the other one, but I probably will. A little bit of the water was left over by the older expansion valve. Ooh, now it's starting to get some resistance. Now that we got some resistance, let's use 2 branches. There you go. Tight. Ready to brew. Install this one right here, and then I'm going to replace the zip ties of these hoses. I don't want to have a leak coming out from here or here, and we already replaced the air valve and the expansion valve of the machine. We like to kind of replace the thermostat too. I do have a very similar one, but I'm gonna do that when this machine overheats. I do already have another replacement for this one, and it's gonna be nice. The other thing that I could replace right now will be this one that you see right here. This is the boiler safety valve. Let me get you a little up. There you go. So this is the boiler safety valve. I could replace that, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to replace the vacuum release valve, as I already did service it last time, and I don't want to take it apart, to be honest. So yeah, let's put this machine to the test. completely forgot about the power switch. Since I am already here and I have the whole machine completely open and exposed, let's just replace the power switch. This is the exact same new power switch of the machine. This is a newer version of it, of course. The older one is right there, and as you can see, there's a little bit of corrosion in some parts and some other things that I just don't feel comfortable having at my home, especially if I'm going to be using this machine daily. So let's just replace that power switch. Alright, so that's pretty easy to remove this switch. I just gotta unscrew the front of the switch itself. They have this kind of little rotating, let me see, focus, there you go. They have these little rotating rings that you can just release, increase or decrease depending on what you want, how much of the power button you want exposed on your machine. So I'm just basically rotating these to the other side so I can take it out from here. And then push out from the bottom. There you go. This is the old power switch. This is the right position as well. So now I just gotta put it back. I help in a bit. There you go. That one is out. Insert. Insert. Connection is nice. Don't need to redo those. Take this one out. Back in. Here. There you go. Now this other one here. Here, going down. There you go. And now let's clean the front of the machine with a microfiber towel. I want that piece to look good. And servers from the other side. And over here, just to show you what I'm doing, I'm just basically putting that rotary nut. There you go. Nice. And off position, on position. We're good to go. We just gotta replace the brew switch as well. This one should be a little bit. Let me get the screw so I can remove this lever and I will have more space on to replace the switch. All right, we'll just remove this. Pretty easy to remove. Still looking good. Doesn't look like it's been leaking or doing anything, so probably that E61 overhaul that we did last time we featured this machine on the channel is still holding up. We still gonna take everything apart and clean it, as I've been using it quite a lot. I've probably had over, I don't know, maybe 200 shots since July, so maybe even more. So it's definitely been used quite a lot. So I want to see the wear that it has, as well as I want to clean everything and put it back together like we did on the part 1 of the E61 overhaul. So now let's just focus on the brew switch. Let's just remove that. You just gotta pop this out. It's just a little cap, nothing too crazy in there. We'll get a little wrench, probably around 12 millimeter. Yep, maybe 11. But with the 12 we got it. Then we can just unscrew it. That way we don't damage or scratch anything from the machine. Take it all apart, take it all apart. Whee! There you go. You can see some of that corrosion, some rust on it. And then let's go to the other side where we're going to do some of the wiring. Well, I hope you can kind of see. Taking this whole thing out. Perfect, that is even better. I don't think I need any of these. Probably I do need these. I'm gonna clean this very well. I have already some brushes, so why not just brush it out, put it in the newer one. So that way the other one does have some kind of protection from the outside case in case the water goes into the switch. It doesn't get inside the machine, doesn't damage anything. I mean, the only thing that will touch will be the hot water, the water pump cabling that is located right below. But I don't think it should really matter that much if we install it or not, but I'm still going to do it. I like to put things back the way they were. Let's remove these. Perfect. There was really nothing wrong with this brew switch. It was just corroded and some, just basically here. Now you can focus. Can you focus? Was just a little bit of corrosion here. I could have just brushed it up probably, but this is probably the exact same switch. It's been, well, wait a minute, maybe yeah. You see that movement? Yeah, this one doesn't have it, so yeah, I think it was a good call to just replace. Push it through here, and then we're gonna do the final level adjustments. Seems like it's working. Let's test it with the lever. Okay, and some modifications to it. Nice. We got a new power switch. New power switch. New brew switch. New expansion valve. New air valve. We got a new pump. Last time we serviced the machine. New heating element. And I think with that, the machine should hold up a bit longer. So let's just calibrate that expansion valve to make sure it's actually delivering 12 bars of pressure when it's back flush, when it's been back flush. Alright, perfect. Now let's turn the machine on. Water pump is definitely working. Water tank sensor definitely works as well, as the machine will not be heating without it, and it will not be pumping water without it. Let's try that beautiful brew switch, and also at the same time try the expansion valve. Going to 9 bars, 10 bars. And it's doing 12. Look at that. Good. Staying at 4, that's usually what the heat exchanger gauge is, and it goes to 12. Perfect. I can calibrate my shot to go around 9 to 10, and I'm just gonna tidy up things on the back and put the machine back together. Okay, and now that the machine is all assembled and up to temperature as well, it's on 1.5, 1.4 bars already. Let's just brew a shot. Now hopefully I pick up the right grind settings, otherwise you're gonna see drip coffee or coffee barely dripping. Pressurizing to 12 bars, which means the grind is too fine, so we're gonna see coffee barely dripping. There are no leaks. There's a little bit of a leak on the other side, but nothing too crazy. And as the coffee channels through, we're gonna see a tiny steady drip coming out from the portafilter. The more it channels through the portafilter, the more flow we're gonna see from the spouts, and then we're gonna see that beautiful shot of espresso. This one is gonna be very over extracted, so let's try to do that again. I'm gonna just depressurize the chamber, and let's try doing that shot again. Okay, I grinded the coffee just slightly coarser. Let's purge again the heat exchanger, and let's try to do that shot again. degrees. And let's get you a little closer to it. Still going to 12 bars, which is unfortunate, but it's going to have a better flow coming out from those spouts. Still gonna be coffee barely dripping, and it's gonna be slightly acidic as well as over extracted because we are doing more than 12 bars. So probably I need to just grind this coffee just slightly coarser. Maybe I got my flare grinder, so I have it at 11.5, so maybe I should do 12.5 and see how it goes. Still, the machine is keeping up, no leaks coming out from the group head or any other place, and it's just keeping up. That new air valve and that new expansion valve is definitely doing their job. I do not hear the screeching sound that I used to hear before, or the spring kind of getting compressed and something kind of crunching sound inside the machine. So it sounds much more quiet than before, and of course I can calibrate it much better. Still got a nice shot of espresso. Good crema. And of course, we got excellent steam and amazing hot water as well. And as you saw, the machine is working the way it's supposed to, extracting the coffee properly. And we could probably adjust our grinder just a little bit more just to get that beautiful crema and that perfect shot that we're all craving for. But the machine is doing its job, it's pressurizing properly, it's not leaking from the gasket, it's at the right temperature as well, and it extracted pretty well. So there you have it. Andreja Premium back with me, working once again and ready to brew. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Hit the like, hit the bell, and thanks for watching.